We have reached 6 o'clock. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Gene Levanti.
I'm Rachel Keller. We've got a pleasant last day of the week.
You guys ready?
So beautiful.
I know. We're going out on like a high note on a Friday.
Oh, good.
But the weekend is just looking okay.
It's okay.
It's like a mixed bag. Like, how do we feel? We feel good about the sunshine today, but I don't know if we're going to love the weekend weather. We're at 53 right now, lower 50s in Beverly and Lawrence and Worcester as well. Some 40s on the map in Fitchburg, Nashua, and in Bedford. But I'd say all things pointing to a pretty good Friday forecast. We've got temperatures that are set to climb back into the 60s in the Boston area with a mix of sun and clouds today. It does look like clouds are going to bubble up a bit this afternoon, so a little heads up on that. But the weekend forecast, unfortunately, trending a little bit wetter tomorrow. We've been talking about abundant cloud cover for your Saturday forecast. Now it looks like we're going to work in a couple of showers and a couple of sprinkles tomorrow. Sunday's forecast still favoring dry and mostly cloudy conditions with temperatures also in the 60s. I'll be back with a town by town look in just a bit. Here's yeah, so sun came up at 5:20. We had some good color out there this morning. Sun goes down at 8:01. The sunrise is going to be better looking than the sunset just because we've got more clouds that end up coming into play as we go through the day. I want you to grab some layers. It's about 50 degrees on your way into work and school this morning. We've got afternoon highs in the 60s and 70s, so it's going to be a short sleeve day with a mix of sun and clouds, which you can see here. Cloud cover will end up being thickest down across the Cape and the Islands, where a little spot sprinkle isn't completely out of the question this afternoon. Most of your day is just going to be dry with temperatures a little cooler down there, lower 60s in Hyannis and Plymouth, middle 60s Boston and Beverly. I've got 70 in Bedford, 71 in Worcester, and 74 in Fitchburg this afternoon. Futurecast here to play out the rest of the afternoon for you. Again, spot to watch is the Cape and the Islands for a stray sprinkle this afternoon. Overnight tonight, you're going to see that we have a little green in spots. That's a chance for a little overnight drizzle that carries into tomorrow morning, especially along the coastline. And then during the day tomorrow, we have some showers around. I don't think it's going to be raining everywhere. It's not going to be necessarily a ton of rain. It's definitely not going to be anything like we saw yesterday, but we do have on and off showers possible throughout the day tomorrow. So I just want you to bear that in mind. Even though it's light, it is something to keep in mind and plan around if you're going to graduation ceremony or birthday party, something like that. Rainfall forecast in general looks like about 1/10 to at most 2/10 of an inch of rain. So again, this is not a flooding situation like yesterday, but it always stinks when the weekend forecast gets a little bit wetter. And that's because we've got onshore wind pushing some moisture into the coastline, and we have a disturbance a little closer from the west. So where those interact, we've got a decent chance of those showers around. So weekend is going to start off on a cloudy, showery note. We get some improvement Sunday. Still seeing a lot of cloud cover out there. Sunday is the second high, the second icon, and you can see we warm up as the weekend goes on. We dry out as the weekend goes on. So Sunday is going to be the better day, though it's not going to be the brightest. You're not going to find a lot of sunshine out there this week. Next week, it doesn't just brighten up, it gets warmer. Look at these temperatures next week, 70s and 80s. So, I mean, it's flat out going to feel hot Tuesday and Wednesday. I have a feeling this is a time frame that a lot of folks are going to break down and end up putting in their AC units just because it's going to be started off with. Yeah, so we've got a little sun out there, a little bit of cloud cover mixing in as well. So it might look gray in Boston. There's definitely some thin spots in those clouds. Now, although it isn't going to be crystal clear today, it is going to be bright enough that I'll encourage you to enjoy the sunshine while you can. We've got lots of weekend clouds and a few showers to break down. And then it's going to warm up next week. I mean, big flip as we head into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and beyond. Trust me, you're going to love it. 53 in Boston right now. Cool, crisp start to the morning. I've got afternoon highs that make it into the 70s inland with 71 in Natick, 70 in Bedford, 74 Leominster up to Milford, New Hampshire, and about 71 in Oxford today. But coastal locations like Boston, you can see South Shore, North Shore as well. It's going to be more like low and mid 60s. So it is going to feel cooler in those spots, especially the Cape and the Islands with low 60s with mostly cloudy skies and the chance for a stray sprinkle later this afternoon or this evening. In fact, for the rest of us overnight tonight, we've got some patchy drizzle that develops. I think if you want to get out to the fire pit this evening, you're probably in okay shape, but just keep in mind we are going to be watching for a little bit of drizzle. Temperatures will drop into the 50s tonight, and I think we're going to get stuck in the 50s in most spots tomorrow as well. There will be some showers around. In fact, tomorrow I've got a mix of onshore wind pushing in some moisture attached attached to this low pressure, and it's bumping into this disturbance, which is that dotted line. Yesterday, it looked like that disturbance might hold off to our west, but with it coming a little bit closer, it has enhanced our chance for some showers out there tomorrow. So I'm going to go with some occasional showers during the day and during the night. Sunday, you can see in the morning, we've got a lot of cloud cover around, but we're seeing some improvements as we travel through the day, especially inland and west, where drier air starts to move in. Sunday's forecast is a dry one, but it's still looking mostly cloudy. So we'll start the weekend with about 56 on Saturday in Boston, a high of 53 in Hyannis, and a high of 60 in Worcester. And then we're going to go a little bit warmer, drier, with some breaks in the clouds for your Sunday plans out there. Average spring highs. Now, in April, normally it would be in the 50s. So the weekend's going to feel kind of like April. We've got June and even July in the forecast, though, with a shift in the pattern next week. So weekend starts out a little bit chilly. Look at these above average temperatures rolling in as we head to next week. 7-day forecast.
I'm Rachel Keller. We've got a pleasant day to end the work week before we head into the weekend, so we got to enjoy it.
Yeah, and this is the day to make the most of it because this is the best weather that you're going to have for the next 3. Right now, we've got some partly cloudy skies, 55 in Boston, 55 in Worcester. We've got some lower 50s in between. Not seeing any rain reports, though. I can't rule out just a brief sprinkle over the Cape and the islands, and that's a spot to watch for thicker clouds and the chance for a lonely sprinkle at some point today. Rest of the region, including Boston, we're going to go with some partly cloudy skies, 50s to get you out the door, 60s to wrap things up this afternoon. And then as we head into the weekend, wet as it was yesterday. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies at 58 degrees. It's not going to be as wet as it was yesterday in many spots, but the potential for showers has definitely gone up. Sunday, keeping it mostly cloudy and dry for now. Catherine?